Kroger, ticker KR, and Albertsons, ticker ACI, have plans to merge into a mega grocery retailer. Let's take a quick look at the implications for investors. I am Nick, and this is the Dividend Growth Income Channel. Thank you for joining me today. I'm not a financial advisor, just a guy who wants to share my love of dividend growth investing and building financial independence with passive income. But for full disclosure, I am a shareholder of Kroger. Kroger is the third largest retailer behind Amazon and Walmart. Much of their growth over the last few decades came by way of acquisitions. Today they have 2,726 supermarkets with 2,252 pharmacies, 1,613 fuel centers, 45 distribution centers, and they bring in over $137 billion annually in revenue. Their stores operate under banners such as Kroger, Fry's, Smith's, King Soopers, and Ralph's. On October 14, 2022, Kroger announced its largest acquisition to date with the intention to buy Albertsons for $25 billion. Albertsons on its own operates over 2,000 retail food and drug stores with 1,720 pharmacies, 402 associated fuel centers, 22 dedicated distribution centers, and 19 manufacturing facilities. Their stores span across 34 states under banners such as Albertson, Safeway, and Vons. If this acquisition is approved, Kroger's national footprint will grow even greater and its revenue will grow by 50% annually. I say this as there is a chance the deal will not be allowed to proceed by regulators. Now, Kroger has a divestiture proposal that will spin off as many as 375 of Albertson stores under a new subsidiary called SpinCo, as an attempt to ease concerns around competition. This is a preemptive move attempting a fix-it-first approach, which they hope will provide advantage if this matter is taken to court. This deal will be heavily scrutinized. We have to wonder what effect will this have on grocery prices, which have risen at historically high rates over 2022. Now, you may have noticed shares of Kroger have come down a lot in the last few days. I believe the reason is for the debt. Kroger has secured a $17.4 billion bridge loan from Citigroup and Wells Fargo. This is the second largest loan of this type ever. This is a company with a net debt to EBITDA in the 2.4 range. And once the deal closes, this projects to see this number as high as 4x. Kroger has a plan in place to bring this number back down below 2.5x over the next 2 years, but this will put a pause on how Kroger was returning value to shareholders year over year. Kroger is pausing its share buyback program. They have a great history of buying back their shares, providing us with a bigger piece of the pie, but that will be on hold for the next couple years so the cash can be used to tackle this obscene debt. Kroger has an excellent track record of dividend growth, especially as part of the consumer staples sector. 15 years of dividend growth with an average annual growth rate of 12%. And Kroger is committed to paying this dividend, and it keeps a low payout ratio. And I view the dividend as safe, but I do think this transaction is likely to stunt or even stall its dividend growth over the next 2 years. It remains to be seen, but I do not expect next year they're going to announce a 24% increase to their dividend as they did back in July of 2022. In the long run, if this goes through, it should bode well for Kroger and its investors. It poses a great opportunity to increase their footprint as Albertsons will extend their presence and allow them to keep up with the likes of Walmart, Amazon, Costco, and emerging German discount grocer Aldi's. The deal should also expand their private label brands, which generates Kroger and Albertsons more money than the national labels and provides customers with quality items at lower prices. Now, what does this mean for Albertsons shareholders in the short term? ACI shareholders are receiving a special dividend of $6.85 per share for shareholders as of the close of business on October 24th, 2022. This dividend will be payable on November 7th, 2022. I would not suggest going out and buying Albertsons shares for the purpose of collecting this special dividend, as the share price is going to decline by this amount. And the deal itself is not expected to go through until early 2024 and is subject to approval. At that point, ACI investors will receive $34.10 per share of Albertsons, which is about a 32% premium from the current closing price on October 12th. Before the deal was announced. And from my understanding, the actual payout will be $34.10 minus the $6.85 dividend, so it's going to be more like $27.25. So it looks like if this deal is done short term, we can expect some sluggishness from Kroger as they work themselves out of this debt. Once they do that, the plan is to return to share buybacks and healthy dividend raises that have done incredibly well for investors thus far. Now, I'll keep looking into this and seeing what I can find. Remember, Kroger is a company we've been buying up in our public dividend growth income portfolio, and I have no plans to remove it. In fact, I've been building a position in the company in one of my private accounts and added 2 more shares this morning on the dip. I do understand the next couple years may require some patience. The merger of these two companies is going to create a grocery retail beast, and you can count me in as a long-term shareholder. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, keep investing.